Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in or welcome back, depending on if you are new. And if you are, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. As always, let me know. Say hi. Let me know how you found me. That would be great too. I appreciate that always. But I also want to say hi back and meet you and welcome you to my community. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my community, I would love to invite you to hit that subscribe button and join my community here. Also, thank you so much for sharing these readings. It helps me to get the messages out, and I do appreciate that. Thank you too for booking your private readings with me. That's always a pleasure to meet you and do private readings, and that information is always below if you want to book a private reading. I have within the next few weeks. I have something is unfolding here. And there's a message that wants to come through that, that you're in a really strong position just to get us started. There is something that you're manifesting, something that you are actively like praying for or calling in or manifesting that is literally unfolding within the next few weeks. So I've never done an angel reading before that had a start like this. This is pretty powerful, but I've also, this deck, I felt called to put these two decks together with the timing. So let's see what wants to come through. I've got this assertive energy here as well. So it feels like something in your strength position this week. It feels like something is unfolding. It feels like you're being prepared for something that you've been asking for. And you have been really taking off the mask of maybe playing small, maybe over giving. You are really exposing your most authentic self and your most authentic voice. Maybe you're finding your voice. Maybe you are, it feels like boundaries, and it feels like not giving up. But it also feels like no longer playing small. So it feels like you've gone through, and this is coming up in your strength position because it's like you've gone through some sort of a transformation to become this new version of you that takes off the mask, this new version of you that is unapologetic in who they are. They are shining their light. They are being their most authentic self. They're speaking their truth. They're finding their voice, and you're also protecting your boundaries because this feels very boundary related as well. You have, learned how to protect yourself, how to prioritize yourself, how to not overgive your energy. Maybe in the past you were a people pleaser, maybe you overgave, maybe you overpoured, and we've been doing a lot of that over the last many months. A lot of that work of learning how to pull back that energy, pour into you, and no longer give or pour into cups that don't also pour into yours. No longer giving and overgiving in energies of any kind in any area of your life where it's not being reciprocated. And that has created this very strong sense of power for you. And that's why this is coming up in your strength position. And being yourself, taking off that mask. Maybe you played small, and now it's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to play in the forefront instead of the background, And so all this energy that the work that you've been doing on the inside has put you in this place where you're about to receive something that you've been asking for. And see, all of this needed to change first within you in order for you to be able to receive whatever this is. So let's see what your heart wants to add to this energy here. What is the message from your heart and your angels, let's see, regarding this thing unfolding? Okay, we have take charge and take action. There's that assertive energy again. And we have joy and contentment. So what it feels like is exactly what I was just saying. Your heart is kind of reiterating what we were just talking about, how you've taken charge and taken actions, to yourself, to pour into yourself, to do for yourself, to find that joy that you have been looking for in something else. In the past, perhaps in love, perhaps in life, friends, all areas of your life. Where have you poured in your energy coming from a place of You know, I'm looking outside of myself to feel some sort of validation. I'm looking to someone else to fix a need for me, or I'm looking to someone else to validate me or make me feel secure or fix something for me. And this energy is you doing for you, you know, and you've taken charge. You've taken off the mask. You have set boundaries. You're no longer over giving. You're no longer over pouring. You're no longer accepting less. You're no longer accepting crumbs. You're only pouring into people, places, and things that also pour into you. You've taken charge. You've taken charge of being your own security, of being your own joy, of filling your own cup. And this is so big. This is so big because this has created this powerful, magnetic energy in you. It has made you this version of you that is unstoppable, this version of you that can receive whatever this is that's coming in. And it feels like it's not very specific because it's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. But you may identify with one thing because you may literally be praying for one thing. You may be praying for a job or something. So take this how it fits. But it feels like there's, you know, not very specific energy coming through about what it is because it's shifting. Because, you know, as I always say, everything is energy and energy is everything. And when the energy inside of you shifts, this is the energy you're sending out, therefore attracting in different energy, different experiences, different people. You know, you are changing your own story, and that is what is unfolding. And so that's why the cards are not being very specific about what is coming in within the next few weeks, but it's an answer to prayer. It's something that you're calling in, but it's also a shift in your whole entire experience. You're bringing in, like a magnet pulling to you because of the work that you're doing on the inside. You are magnetizing to you better opportunities, doors opening for you, people, places, and things that are different experiences, different energies giving to you. They're coming towards you. Your whole life is about to change, and that's why it's a little vague. We've got a confirmation of this timing in the near future, within the next few weeks, and in the near future. Both are like pretty much the same, you know, very short time. Something is changing for you. And I've also got the earth and ground here, and it feels like you may be feeling a little bit of this energy right now, where, you know, you may be feeling like, well, okay, I'm not seeing changes, I'm not feeling any different, but your cards are looking at the energy. They always look at the energy, and everything is energy, and energy is everything. And the energy that we shift and change on the inside of us shifts and changes the energy that shows up for you on your outside, in your reality, your experiences, and so forth. You're becoming more grounded. You're becoming grounded in this new version of you. And the more grounded in this, and like you're embodying this new version of you, the more grounded you are in this new version of you, where your mind isn't telling you these old stories anymore. You're telling your mind, no, we don't live there anymore. We're choosing to be grounded. We're choosing to be confident. We're choosing to no longer give or overgive into any situation that doesn't also reciprocate. We're totally changing our story here. But we also may have these thoughts that come up that say it's not working, it's taking too long, you know, things like that, fear and doubt and la la la. You know, but you're working through that. So this week, it feels like you are grounding, you are embodying, you are solidifying this new version of you, but you may also, because this is coming up in a position of like challenge, you know, so this week you may deal with a little bit of that. You may deal with a little bit of triggers in your mind, a little anxiety, a little bit of fear, especially right before something happens. That's why this is coming out as a double confirmation. It's like right before the baby comes, you go through intense labor. You're birthing something. And so you may be going through a labor moment where your mind might be looking at all the things, all the reasons why nothing's happening, and nothing's changing, and I have doubts and I have fears, and going into these old stories or old beliefs or whatever, because it's about to change. So you may find yourself fighting with yourself, and that's okay. Give yourself love, give yourself grace, breathe, and counsel your way through. You are being grounded into this new version of you that is confident, that is in their power, that is in their truth, that is no longer giving and accepting crumbs, giving, pouring into people, places, or things that are not also pouring into you and therefore accepting crumbs. You're different. Your reality is about to change because of it, but you may be a little triggered this week. So just be aware and talk yourself through it like a counselor or like your own best friend, and get ready, because everything is about to change and you are about to see that. You're about to see that. Your reality and your experiences are about to change.